Okay, we are doing Lesson to Learn B, Verbals and Gerunds. It's page 90. So turn to page 90, chapter 5 in your book. Our first sentence is, at Niagara Falls, our mother's coughing alerted the worried family. So first we are going to find any prepositional phrases. What are prepositional phrases? First we need to find a preposition. Here's a preposition here. So here is a prepositional phrase, at Niagara Falls. Here's the object of the prepositional phrase. Are there any clauses? You're looking for your subordinate conjunctions, www.asia.wub, and there aren't any. So now we're just going to be looking at our principal, the principal elements for this is just a simple sentence. Should have a subject and a verb. The subject of this sentence is, what is the subject? You would think at first mothers, but our is an adjective. Mothers, that's a possessive adjective. So what are these modifying? Coughing. This sentence is about coughing, okay? This is our subject. The coughing did what? It alerted. Alerted who or what? The family. This is our direct object. Worried is our adjective. The is also an adjective. So mother's possessive adjective. Our, another possessive adjective. It's a possessive pronoun, okay? So it's our mother's coughing. Now we have two verbals. We have coughing, right? And there it's doing the job of a noun. It's doing the job of a noun. This is our subject noun. So this is going to be a gerund. It's going to be up on a pedestal like this, remember? And then worried. You can do the action of worrying, right? That's a verb. But here it is doing the job of an adjective. So because it's an adjective, it is a participle and it'll be diagrammed on a curvy line, remember, okay? So let's go ahead and diagram. Oh, and at the Niagara Falls is telling us where you were alerted. Where were you alerted?
Coughing.
At the falls. So this is an adverbial prepositional phrase. So let's go ahead and diagram that. We have SVTDO. Okay, SVTDO. Now coughing is our subject. So we're going to put that up on a pedestal. Coughing. All right, and off of this one, we have which coughing? Our mothers. And I'm just going to put the first letter of every word for the sake of making the video short. Our mother's coughing. Our mother's coughing did what? Alerted. Alerted who or what? Family. Okay. Which family?
Our family.
The. What kind of family? And remember, this is curved. Worried. This is descriptive. It's describing the family. And now we have our adverbial prepositional phrase that's modifying our verb. Here's our verb. So remember, at is the beginning of our sentence, capital A for at. And you're just going to put Niagara Falls here. And you can abbreviate too. Don't feel like you have to write out all of Niagara Falls. Just abbreviate. NF. All right, moving on to the next sentence. She stood wearily at, oh, ding, 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 the observation deck as, ooh, ding, 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 we considered leaving. So it is really good to read these sentences out loud. Don't just read it in your mind, but I think as you read it out loud, you might have some bells go off. Okay, so the bells that I heard, I recognize, hey, prepositional phrase, yes, at is a preposition. At the observation deck, oops. At the observation deck. And they're treating this whole thing as the object of the preposition, okay? I would say this is the object of the preposition and this is an adjective, but they're treating this as the whole set as the object, okay? The is our adjective. All right, so also we have a prepositional phrase. I see a www.asia.wub as is a subordinate conjunction, which signals that this is the start of our subordinate clause, right? So this is our subordinate clause. That means this is our main clause. Remember that? The semi-truck is pulling the load. So as we consider leaving, this clause is about who? It's about we. This is our subject. And what did we do? Considered. It's our predicate verb. Considered what? Considered leaving. Considered, wait, but isn't that an action? Isn't this, is that a helping verb? And then this is our action verb? Leaving. Well, this is our direct object. I like circling my direct object. It just keeps it straight in my head. But at the heart of this, it's acting as a noun, right? It's acting as a noun. It's acting as a noun. That means it is a gerund and it is a verbal. So remember, it's going to be up on a pedestal like that. A gerund is up there. Okay, so now let's go to our main clause. Our main clause is about she. She did what? Stood. Oopsie. Stood who or what? No, that doesn't work. Stood. Oh, she stood. Right here, we're dealing with a SVI, subject, intransitive verb. Here, for our subordinate clause, we have a SVTDO. So wearily, what part of speech is wearily? If you see that LY, it is, if you said adverb, you are right. It's saying, how did she stood? She stood wearily. And at the observation deck, it's saying, answering the question, where? Where did she stand? So this is an adverbial prepositional phrase. Now let's look at our adjectival clause as we considered leaving. When? When did she stand wearily? As we stood leaving. So this is adverbial clause. Okay? So we only have one verbal, and that is this. So remember, we're going to diagram this. But remember that when we diagram, we have our main clause and then connecting with our subordinate conjunction. So I have my SVI. I'm going to connect my verbs with my conjunction as, and they're going to connect my verbs. So I have my SVTDO. SVTDO. All right? So now I'm going to fill in the blanks. She stood. How did she stand? Wearily. Okay. At the observation deck. So I should actually have this over just a little bit more so I can fit my prepositional phraser. At observational deck. Which observational deck? The. So I just put OD for observational deck. She stood wearily at the observational deck as, connecting the verbs here. I'll go to a different color. As we, considered, sorry. We considered doing what? Our direct object is leaving. Wow, why do I do that? Yeah, I had that right. Okay, so it should look like that. Our last sentence, read it out loud. Above, oh, I think that's a preposition. Above the roaring, our family talked about, it's another preposition, about the cough medicine. For her. We have 3 prepositional phrases. Above the roaring, object of the preposition. About the cough medicine. Now here, look, they said medicine is object of the preposition. Cough is an adjective. Her is object of the preposition. The cough. The roaring. I do notice that roaring ends in ing. So at the heart of that noun, it is a verbal. Now, is it a gerund or is it a participle?
Gerund.
You are correct. It was a 50-50 chance. See, she said gerund. But I know a gerund does the job of a noun, where a participle does the job of an adjective, okay? This sentence is about family.
Family.
This sentence tells us that the family talked. Talked to or what?
Together.
No direct object. This isn't a linking verb, so there is no predicate adjective or a predicate nominative. But our is a possessive adjective, so it is modifying family. So the pattern of this sentence is SVI. So I'm going to set it up. I have my subject and my verb. No, please don't. Family talked. Oh, but what we did forget to do is say, hey, for her is modifying medicine. Who is the medicine for?
Bugs.
For her. It is adjectival prepositional phrase. So it is modifying medicine. About cough medicine is telling us more about talked. This is adverbial prepositional. When did you talk? Or what did you talk? Wait, what would that answer? An adverb. I know. An adverb answers how, when, or where. How did you talk? You talked about the cough medicine. Is that what they want to do? Okay, and then we have the prepositional phrase above the roaring. That is also adverbial prepositional phrase because it's telling us when did you talk or where did you talk? Sorry, where did you talk? Above the roaring, okay? Another adverbial prepositional phrase. So up here we have family. Nothing's modifying family except our. But we have 3 prepositional phrases on this side. We have above,
This word is farting.
roaring. That's our gerund, so we got to put that up on a pedestal, roaring. And when you have a gerund up on here, you have to have your modifier coming off of here, not there, okay? So the, above the roaring,
Mom, can you get
and talked about,
Mom, can you get the boob?
talked about what? Medicine, not now. Which medicine? The and cough.
The cough.
And then our last prepositional phrase is for her. The medicine was for who?
Her.
For her. All right. If you have any questions, pause the video. You can go back, watch it again. If you didn't get it, I went kind of quickly. I shouldn't have to take it too slow. This should be becoming easier and easier for you. So there you have it. Bye.